So this shit right here is the other sort of permanent booster. Now I'm gonna do a little bit better job of explaining why you need a permanent booster that won't glitch out on you. The thing is, watch this cart. This is the cart that I want to keep in motion that was glitching out on me constantly. And the places where it'll glitch out is places where it isn't touching another cart. So if you forget about this shit that I built around here, let me just get it out of the way. And this one here. Then like right now it's not touching anything. The boosters don't come up here. So if it was up here when you loaded out of the world, or yeah, it doesn't matter if you had just exited the game or if you went far enough away that this wasn't in the world anymore. Sometimes you'll come back and it'll be stuck up here. Even though it had full speed when you left, it'll be sitting here. So you need to find a way to fix that. And as you can see here, if it starts at any of these points, then this one, it'll catch. Even if it's from a dead stop, it'll catch. So it doesn't really matter. And if it starts on that down there, well, it's going to fall enough from just falling down the incline there that it'll pick up speed and catch one of the boosters and start going again. So those parts are okay. It's just up top. So how do you do that? Well, we're going to take this one thing at a time. First thing you do is you put a cart here. This cart isn't on a piece of track. It just sits here. It's boxed in on all sides, so it can't move. And now if it decides to stop here, it'll bounce because it was sitting there. And then it'll catch the boosters, and it'll go back down, and it'll start cycling around. Okay, and let's get this other side. Come on, get out of the fucking, come on. There we go. So these things, this is a type of permanent booster that is never going to fuck up on you either, because they're always touching each other. Once these things start going, it doesn't matter where they stop. When they load back into the world, they'll be right next to each other, so then they'll just start moving again. And why don't I just do this for this part? I don't fucking know. I probably should have figured out a way to make that work, but I guess I'm just an asshole. So fuck it. You see I use double boosters in here. That just makes it that much more reliable. Plus then they're double boosters when they touch this fucking thing. So now if your cart decides to stop here, it gets hit as those things go flinging by. Okay, so let's cover these boosters down here. This is cool. This, like I already showed you, this can start from a dead stop and it'll pick it up every time because it uses the whole decline piece principle from before. It's just usually it's up on an incline. This time it's just down in a decline. And that's very easy to build. You just do that, really. There's nothing else to it. And this cart sits here. This is where the cart gets loaded in. This is where this cart gets loaded into the system. Let's just go up there really quick. I'll cover the rest of this station in part 2. So here's another drop. Goes down in the drop, picks that up, and then another drop, and it drops onto this cart right here that's sitting there for it, and then it starts moving. They come up together, back down. You notice that I usually this loops around 3 blocks like you've seen when I built it before, but I just made it loop around 2 because now if it starts on this side, you know, it's not touching anything, so it could stop there, but then it catches speed and it goes down, and same with the other side. Then it picks up the booster and keeps on going. So there you go, fucking 100% reliable. It'll never stop moving on you. And, oh yeah, there was another cool little booster around here. Hopefully I didn't bump anything. I didn't. This sucker. This thing's really cool. This is a good space saver if you can't bring it up or down because you just don't have the space. It's pretty easy to build. Destroy this piece. There you go. This is direction dependent. But, I mean, if you're in the wrong direction, just do one of the other boosters I've showed you. But if you are in the right direction, then you can just do it like this. Build it just the way I did, and there you go. Then you got a little booster. It only boosts for two spaces, but that's enough to get this sucker going in case it comes out of here with like no speed whatsoever because it bounced off this. Then it'll go and it'll launch out to the rest of the station. Oh, I've got a fucking cart sitting here. Oops. I was testing before, so I guess I kind of screwed that up a bit. Anyways, alright, on to the rest of the station. Okay, we're going to start from the top down and move really quick, because most of the rest of the boosters in this thing you've already seen. It's nothing too fancy. So this is the top of the station. You've got this one right here. There's a pressure plate down below that opens this up. And when it sends this sucker out, what happens is it comes this way. It comes up. It's got another one of those little incline boosters, just like I showed you at the beginning. And it's going to be kind of hard to see. But it's going to catch one of these like you saw before. It's going to go up and it's going to get that booster again, which you're going to see right now. Come on, come on, get the fuck in there! Aw, you cocksucker. You piece of shit. Fucking hate you. Oh no, don't do it again. Fuck! Alright, alright. I'm gonna calm down here, and it's gonna... Yeah, that's right. And there you go. It catches that fucking thing as it comes back down. And then it returns to the start position. And then it starts doing that again. And once again, this thing's never glitched out on me, so I've just kept it this way for simplicity's sake. And, oh fuck, I just sent a bunch of fucking carts down there because I did this 50 times. There's another booster, of course it's on a bend, and it just goes up and down because it needs this a little bit. It goes straight, and it goes to here, where they fall down, and they stacked on top of each other, which I did not want to happen. And this is where you kind of exit. So let's feed these back into the system. Well, actually, to feed them back into the system is to use the part that you enter from. So this is my other station. You enter this way. Fuck, come on, come on. You get on it, it takes that card away. It doesn't quite take it away because it gets boosted in there a little bit. The reason it does that is because sometimes when you get out of the cart it knocks it all around, so it helps to have blocks on both sides like that. And it'll make it take a couple passes, but whatever. Normally, it got knocked off the pressure plate there, that wouldn't happen because of the amount of speed you have coming in here. So that happens, and we're just going to feed these into the system really quick so they get back up there. And there's two of them because that didn't quite get enough speed, but that should be okay. I think it will be okay. Because it goes back down onto the pressure plate. This all links into the auto return system that I have set up. I guess I'll show you that in a second. How does this work? It catches this. It's got another drop down. It drops on this, and then it goes up. Catches another one on a turn. Catches a fucking another one. I could have just used double boosters instead of all these tracks, but I don't know. I think this was before I learned about double boosters. And then it just goes around and drops onto the stack. So hopefully that made sense this time. I know I'm moving fast here, but this video's already gone on for quite a while. And my mouse is very laggy right now. But that's that. This is, you go down, my spawn point's down there. You run across this pressure plate. That's the pressure plate that opens up that booster up there. And then it drops down for you. So now you get on your way. That booster doesn't really need to be explained. Takes a little bit of a second. But that's that. So we're going to come to another two-way booster that's a little bit different. This one is not a double booster because it would take 4 carts. So the way I showed you before for a two-way booster with the double one, which would probably be better because then you only need 2 carts instead of 4. But if you don't really need a double booster, this will work. Basically it bends here and it bends there. This way when it's coming this way and it hits that cart, as long as it has a little bit of speed, it won't slow down on you. And then it'll launch it this way, and when you're coming this way, as long as it has a little bit of speed, it won't slow down on you and you come this way. So you get launched both ways without losing your max speed. So that's basically the other way to do a two-way booster. But like I said, just use the first way I did it back there in my other station, or whatever. Because then you do it a double booster and you only need 2 carts instead of 4. Okay, next booster.